Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the only show that matters. It's the Chelsea Family BBQ.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
here with a few good friends, my co-host, Mr. Carlito. How are you, my friend?
No. From here on out, if Prince got to change his name 5 times, I'm changing my name at least once. I am now Agent C Hotcakes. And I know all that pseudo fake information, baby. If I have a whim, I'm going to call it a fact. Agent C Hotcakes. That's what I do. I'm delicious, dude. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. And we have a virgin on the stream. First time. He's breaking his cherry tonight. My guy, KJ, how you doing?
I love KJ. Would you guys like to know why he's laughing? Because Jared said virgin. Okay. Since middle school, KJ. Since middle school.
You know what's crazy? After that Caucasian intro you just gave, I was like, how do I top that? Uncle just did. Yeah, it's your boy KJ, the biggest version in the block.
Yeah, April Fool's a couple of days ago, bro.
Oh man, agency hotcakes. That I was cracking up.
You know what I'm talking about. That motherfucker is a fraud with a capital F. Woo, boy, that is a fraud.
Right, no, but yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you for having me on the channel. I'm very honored. Always wanted to come to a midnight barbecue. So yeah, man, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be here. Big up to yourself.
Big up to you as well. And last, but of course not least, my guy Wayne. How you doing?
I'm good, Jess. It's good to see you, the gang. Obviously, I ain't seen you guys for a while. Feel good, and I can't wait to whip into some nice brisket, nice sauce. Maybe some tacos later. You never know.
All right, if that happens, I might go on loan to Newcastle. I might seriously think about it.
Isn't the official name Newcastle on Tyne?
Yes.
Okay, that's the city. Got it.
Yep.
Everything's got to be on something. Or Stratford upon Avon. I mean, okay, great, wonderful.
Hey, it's actually the good English that they don't use anymore.
Yeah. What the funny thing is, when Shakespeare wrote that shit, no one spoke like that. No one spoke like that. All of the groundlings at the front of the stage that were given the front row seats so they can drool on the front of the stage, they didn't know what the fuck everybody was saying. They were just there for the words and the moving pictures in front of them. They had no idea what was really going on.
Is that any different from today?
Translate. What?
Is that any different from today?
Not really.
I mean, I don't know. I was criticizing the way I speak, so there you go.
Have you been to Twitter letely? You think there's some knuckle draggers on there?
I think there's some groundlings.
Some groundlings. So let's make sure we don't talk about Frank Lampard's appointment. I don't think we need to talk about the fact that he's going to just be terrible in anything he does.
I think we're going to
about
it.
Yeah.
I don't look. Yeah, I've listened to you guys, and I've got to say, I think you're being a bit too harsh. I'm not. Look, the thing is, how I see it is, I appreciate that they've made this appointment for the simple fact is they're not rushing into another appointment, what could be like another Graham Potter. It is a great. I appreciate they've taken the time and making sure all the dots are ticked for the appointment. And to bring someone in, like Frank Lampard, who knows the club's history, knows what the fans are looking for, and to just bring morale back up, I think is a good appointment. I am not going to sit here and say he's going to win every game and all that. I'm not saying that. But I just think it's a calculated decision what they've done. And I just think everyone's being a bit too harsh on his Everton results, where if you look at what he did for us, not every game was bad, but when he was on playing well, he did make the team look better than when Potter was been in charge. And I think we all know that deep down inside. I just think we've just got to give him time. Obviously, we don't know what formation he's going to play because how he played against for Everton, I don't think he'd play a 4-5-1 for us at all. I'd be interested to see what he does, and see who he does put in. If he don't put in Mount, I think that will speak volumes for me.
I mean, Mount's
Um,
gone.
It'd be him out. But not only that, the other thing what I noticed, and look, you guys have made your opinion about the new manager, and I actually applaud Carlito when he said about the former River Plate manager, because I've been wanting him to come in to English football for a long time.
Marcello Gallardo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I look at it like they put Lampard in, whose contract's running out in the summer? Jose Mourinho. Whose house he's still got a house down the road. He's really said can't say no to Chelsea if they come calling again.
Yeah, I like this take. Yeah.
It's for me, and as well with Lampard being in there, could he be Lampard? Could be his number 2? No, you don't know that, but it could be. And he could be just planting seeds already in there for Mourinho when he comes in. That's how I see it. Do you know what I mean?
And Wayne, look, I'm with you. Like Jared and I have talked about it, about Mourinho, just for the simple fact of attitude. Joie de vivre, the real balls, right? Can't wear underwear, balls don't fit. And that's just him. That's the way he carries himself. But KJ, I got to ask you this because this is very pertinent. I'm sure, KJ, you've met people in your life where if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. And then when they take a mile, they will take the whole fucking thing. And I feel as though we have a wolf in the hen house. I'm not saying we have a hen house, but it's a proverb. And I feel as though Lampard, if he were to come out and just say, yes, this is my way of rehabilitating my reputation, so that in the summer, if Leicester wants to hire me or something comparable to Leicester, then I will be looked at as a more affable solution to Brendan Rodgers, who clearly wasn't trying and wanted to leave. But if he had said this is temporary and they are actually looking for a long-term solution, I would have rested assured. I would have been like, okay, I got it. I mean, Lampard, okay, vibes and all that other shit. It's nice to see you because I can't separate the art from the artist. I can say that you're a shit manager, and you are, but you were also objectively probably the best player Chelsea's ever had and one of the 3 to 5 best players in the history of the Premier League. And people need to remember this was a god. This was not just a player. This guy walked on water. Right? This was someone that had 20-plus goals in all competitions every season. He was untouchable. He was second in Ballon d'Or voting in 2005. Great legendary player. But hold on. Here's the reason why I'm saying this. The reason why I'm saying this is because this is not the player. This is the coach. And KJ, I have to say, I do not trust Frank Lampard's intentions. I feel as though he is angling to get back to Chelsea. And I, for one, hope that no one falls for this because he is not a good manager. He was an unbelievable player, such a great player that I'm still forgiving his bad managerial spells because it's a different thing. It's a different profession. But my God, is he not a good manager, KJ? And I hope that the now board that seems to be easily duped will not be easily duped by this. What do you think, KJ?
Well, I'm going to answer Wayne real quick.
Sure. Answer both, man. You got the floor is yours.
I don't think we're angry at the appointment because it's Frank Lampard. I mean, he's a bad manager. Let's call a spade a spade. He's a bad manager. He hasn't proven to be good. He hasn't proven that he's tactically inept. He hasn't proven that he has a style of play. He hasn't proven anything on that regard other than the fact that he's just a guy. That's just what it is. I can understand Chelsea fans' frustrations because he hasn't proven himself on that level. And God bless the guy. Like, everyone's right in saying he's doing us a favor. But then at the end of the day, like, this is a favor you don't need to, like, accept. You don't need to take. You know, if you want to be or instill some sort of stability and confidence in the club, you need to be honest with yourself. And I think he knows in himself this is going to be a hard task. And therefore, if he knows that, at least be honest with the board. But that being said, no one's going to pass on this job. It's Chelsea Football Club. No one's going to pass on the opportunity to do this. But
doesn't it also feel like we're doing him a favor?
oh no, 100%. Because think about it like this: if he does really, really well, he's obviously looking at that side of the board as well. He knows in himself if he does very, very well. I don't think he's going to stay personally, but even that, so if the outcome of him doing well is other clubs looking for him, then cool.
I'm cool with that too. By the way, I'm cool too. I'm cool with that.
Which is fine. Like honestly, if he does super, super well and another club comes and gets him, then like, thank God, you know. But my whole thing is
good for him. Good for him.
My whole thing is we need to stop being hypocrites, man. We need to stop saying we want to give new people a chance or just try them out and then be offended because it's one guy. I get it. We have personal feelings towards him, but guys, there's nothing to play for this season other than maybe a Champions League. There's oh my god,
She's blowing you up, bro. Tell her no dick tonight, bro.
Oh,
Not like that.
Jared.
She can't be booty calling you when you're on the string, bro.
Bro, listen. All right, listen. Yeah, don't say that out loud.
Look, KJ, your point is valid. I mean, look, we can't be hypocrites, but we also can't forget that this is not a good manager.
And I agree. I don't think he was not my first choice. I would take Gus Hiddink over him any day of the week. But my thing is, if we're gonna say, for example, if we're gonna be like, cool, let's have Jose back, guys. We were bashing Jose in his second coming. We were so happy when Antonio Conte picked a fight with him. We were booing him. How is it that we won him back after what he did the second time? This is what I'm saying. If we're gonna react this way towards Lampard, then let's keep the same energy. Let's keep consistent.
Hey,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Hey, can I pull the Fresh Prince with the uncle here?
Yeah.
I was not booing Jose Mourinho. I've never booed Jose Mourinho. We, don't you me, bro.
Fair.
Are you French?
We. This ain't French class.
Well, I want to kind of take this as a different angle. I've been on multiple streams saying this is what I think. I don't think we need to kick
you
that.
Probably get a towel then. Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right? It's bad like that.
Gotcha.
You did. Visiting it to me. Who could he potentially help in this squad, if anybody?
I don't think he helps anybody, if I'm being honest.
Mudryk.
Okay.
Mudryk.
I truly do feel the players he's going to help are. I think Aubameyang will be back in. And I think the players like Maduki, I think we'll get more of an opportunity. I can see as well Zakaria might get more opportunities now in that midfield. And I can see as well, what's his name? Badassili. Sorry, he will come in, I think, as well, because I can see cause I've been watching some today, been watching some of these old games and how he played, and I can see them sort of players being the ones that he will suit the size, suit the play, and I actually think they're the ones that he's going to be probably not relying on, but I think they're going to be pushed more now to end of the season and get more opportunities.
Well, Wayne, can I ask you this question then? Because I do feel as though coaches are never told who to pick in their lineup. Like, no one's getting a mandate that says you need to play this 11. It's not how professional sports works. But there will absolutely be pressure to the manager, who ultimately makes the final decision on who to start. Players like Aubameyang, players like Mount, I actually don't think that they will get opportunities unless this is some serious reverse course. Then I don't know. But I was also talking with Paul on my way home today, Paul being my business partner on the American side of Worldwide Chelsea, and we were talking about Lampard essentially coming in for 6 weeks or so, right? And if he comes in for 6 weeks and he's given the largesse to tell certain players that they don't have a spot when he's not the long-term solution, then I have a problem with that. I have a sincere problem with that because I'm thinking about players like João Felix. All right? I'm thinking about players like Marco Correa. I'm thinking about players, like Koulibaly, where or Mateo Kovacic, even though I know he loves Kova, and Kova won player of the season under Lampard. But I am concerned that Lampard, with his bias, will come in and whether inadvertently or explicitly, he will tell certain players that they're no longer welcome, even though he doesn't have the authority to do so. And that is very concerning to me.
Yeah, that's why I agree with you. I actually do agree with that point, and that's why I think the appointment with Frank Lampard, I think it's a bit more to it than we know. I think he's what he said. He knew when he was watching, he knew what sort of team he wants to play and how he wants to play already. And I think there's something what we've missed. I think this Frank Lampard is not just a quick couple of days ago. I think it has been weeks in the making. And I think he's been analysing the squad, the team, and he's got someone like I said, a Mourinho or someone like that who's coming in, of really give him advice who he wants to push and who he wants to not get rid of, but push them down so they want to leave and fresh start for them. And I personally think that's what's going on. I think there's more detailed in it than we actually realise. That's why I'm intrigued to see what happens, because I think I just got this. Don't know why. I've got this deep feeling that there's someone else pulling the strings. Who's pulling Lampard, telling Lampard what to do and who to play and all that. I just think there's someone there, but I'm not saying it's in the board. But I think there's someone there that we don't know about. I think like a sort of manager that already is in place that's giving his opinion.
KJ, there is this video on Football Joe. Do you remember the Key and Peele skit where Jordan Peele's playing Obama and he's dapping? He's dapping up all of the black people in his cabinet, right?
Yeah.
But in this one, all of the names. So he's playing Lampard, and all of the names that he's dapping are the white players.
Wow.
My brother, Havertz, get in here for the real thing, Like, oh my God. So
I don't think that actually. I think Havertz is one that could find himself on the bench.
Yeah, I do too. By the way, I think it's going to be Sterling and striker, bro. Either him or Felix and Sterling and Mudryk and Pulisic or something like that. But I don't know if Kai's going to cut the mustard with Lampard. Which is, look, it's another thing is that I just feel as though with such a big personality, such an influential voice within the context of this club, I feel as though like this is a disruptive force, and it could actually like change the minds of players for the negative over the next 6 weeks, and the players' relationship to the club. Because then all of a sudden we bring in a new voice, and those players are like, "Whoa, what just happened here?"
Right.
This is a concern.
It is a concern, and look, it's not like Frank is known not to alienate players, right?
He most certainly does.
He most certainly does. And if you then go to Kepa and say, Kepa, yeah, you've been a starting keeper, but I'm putting Mendy back in there. Mendy better stay fit for the rest of the year. That's all I'm telling you, because Kepa ain't gonna give a crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't
he's out. He would leave.
Yeah.
By the way, Jared, don't you think he's going to leave anyway now? I mean,
I think he probably should. I don't think he's good enough to be a Chelsea keeper, backup or otherwise. I don't think either one of our keepers are good enough to be Chelsea keepers. It just is.
But Luis Enrique, if he did come in, Luis Enrique never was picking him for the national side. So why would he play for him in this team?
Yeah, Luis Enrique's not coming in. I
don't think it's going to be Enrique. But I hear what you're saying, Wayne. I do. I really do. I like Luis Enrique a lot. It's a lot of attitude. He's a winner. He's a serial winner. And by the way, he's also dealt with some of the biggest egos in the history of football. And he won a Champions League with those egos. You know, you're talking about the Neymars, you're talking about the Messi, you're talking about Luis Suarez, all three of them legendary players, right? And I mean, he won a comprehensive Champions League final of playing football that was not antithetical to the Barcelona way, but certainly not Barcelona way. It was a little different. It was a little more direct. It was a little more hardworking. And he demanded respect. And I think part of it is because he played for Barca and he was a great player for Barcelona in Spain. But the other thing is that he just commands respect.
Well,
Listen to him speak. Listen to the way he talks and watch how he carries himself. You can tell when the way that people speak and the way that they carry themselves, if you're going to respect them. You don't need to know very much. I mean, the initial optics, you can just tell. And with him, it's immediate.
Could you imagine him and Pep Guardiola next year if it's Chelsea, Man City?
They were teammates, man. They were teammates. Guess what? By the way, under the assistant coaching of Jose Mourinho. How wild is that, huh?
Yep. And imagine this. He hasn't been in a coaching club football for 5 years. And Julian Nagelsmann has more years of actual club coaching experience than Luis Enrique has.
I don't think that matters.
So, again, you can find pros and cons all you want to. If they wanted Luis Enrique, he's available now. There's no cost. Why not bring him in?
Do you know what makes me laugh though about all this? I've got to say this because I've been keeping an eye on the odds. I know it's just the odds, but it does make me chuckle. They've really gone from obviously favourites for us is Enrique, Nagelsmann, Mourinho, top 3 favourites, and then I think the next one is the ex-River Plate manager. But then you look at Tottenham, and their favourites to take over next year is Brendan Rodgers. Then it's Graham Potter, and then it's Arnold Slot.
Yeah.
And Rafa, and then Vincent Kompany as well is on there. And you look at Leicester, the favourite to take over Leicester is Rafael Benitez and Jesse Marsh.
It's going to be Marsh. If it's between those two, they're not going to go with Benitez. No fucking way. No way.
Yeah. No way.
I can't believe that we're talking about Lampard still living. How many jobs has Jesse Marsh had in the last 2 years?
How many jobs has Rafa Benitez had in the last 5?
About probably the same amount.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. But we talk about Frank.
Yeah, but no, but we're talking about antiquated football. Rafa for Liverpool was a monster, but that was a long time ago, my man.
Yeah,
he managed Valencia, Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Very, very briefly, by the way.
Chelsea.
Wait, didn't he take the Real Madrid job right after Chelsea?
Yeah.
Because he did a good job at Chelsea. A decent job.
I can't remember. I know he managed a few others as well. I can't remember exactly. No, I know he managed Newcastle.
Newcastle, for sure.
I can't remember who he managed after that.
Dude, he managed Everton.
Oh, yeah, Everton as well.
That's ridiculous.
But that wasn't for that long.
No, I know. No. They're not long stints outside of the Liverpool one, which he was brilliant at. You can't deny that.
Wasn't Benitez brought in to bring Newcastle out of relegation though? Didn't he?
No, he was to save them, and they got relegated, and he managed to get them back up.
Yeah, he brought them up.
Oh yeah, he brought them back up. Yeah.
Which I think within context, it's a pretty good job. Being honest.
I mean, he's a good manager, to be fair.
No, he is. He is. It's just I think that he's old. I just think he's old.
I just sent you a video. Carlito. Direct message.
Yeah, I'm going, Jared. My fingers work faster than yours.
But if you I'm not saying a word to that.
I sent you the same fucking video, Jared.
What?
I sent you the same video.
When?
Jesus Christ.
Just now. It's the Obama dapping up the white guys. Oh, get the fuck. Jared, you stink.
Mine came before yours.
I'll tell you now.
By the way, she did not say that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Well, I just screwed myself there.
That's all right. We've all done that once or twice.
I mean,
Yes, pun
Men
intended.
come first, and women come second, but maybe not at all.
Hey, I always come at the exact right time.
Oh boy. That
Big up the
is-
Blue Lounge is in the house.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed to the Blue Lounge, please go do
Oh, yo, Blue
that. Excellent
Lounge.
content.
They're good. They're good. I like
Excellent
those guys.
content.
Yeah, I like those guys. Blue Lounge said I was going to come on sometime. By the way, I'm still down to. Yeah, they're good. They're good people. Good people.
Hell yeah, I was on there last week.
Well, look at how ubiquitous you are, you old nerdy motherfucker.
You know, when you get old and you have no life, why not?
You got to dip your toe everywhere, ain't you?
Yeah, yeah.
No. He is a whore. He's a streaming whore.
I'm a streaming whore.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But who are you most loyal to, though? Let's get it right. Who are you most loyal to?
Who am I most
Himself.
loyal to? Me,
Himself.
myself,
Yeah.
and I. 3 people.
Of course, that's the only person to be loyal to.
He's a Texan, dude. You can't ask him an altruistic question and ask for an altruistic response. There's no way.
Yeah, you know, I love me some me,
Mhm.
and that's okay. Self-love is the best love.
Of course.
He loves Pamela Henderson too, man.
I tried to get him tricked into saying something, but it didn't work, unfortunately.
No, yeah, you can't get me on that.
No, you're a bit too old to get around that, ain't you?
Yep, you know when you get this old, you get a little wise, just a little bit, and then you get Alzheimer's and forget.
Hang on. That's an insult because you're not actually wise at all, are you?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, a little bit.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
I can't see any grey hair, so how can you be wise?
Now that's called just for men gel, y'all.
You ain't been looking into it. I ain't hiding that shit.
You know what I
if
love about the KJ? You know what I love about the Just for Men gel commercials? It's the tiny little combs. Okay, they can't just give you regular combs. No. They got to give you the tiny ones that take 5 times as long because they think that we have that much time. Motherfucker, give me the gray. I'm all good with the gray. I don't give a shit.
They're gonna make it look like a mascara brush before too long,
I mean, my lord.
and men will be walking around.
Now, hang on. If you want to know about that sort of stuff, you ask Kalito because he does what he does at weekends. He knows what he's doing then.
What's that?
With the mascara toe and all that women's stuff.
I mean, you know, I do what I have to do, and I don't apologize for a single fucking thing, baby.
yeah.
This is how we roll around here.
I'm an American original. What can I say? Too weird to live. Hold on.
Okay, why did you have to break wind on my stream, bro?
That's smart.
Wait, that's what he did?
Oh man, come on.
Oh, too bold to die. What can I say? Like Hunter S. Thompson, and I absolutely just farted.
Dude, I know because you stuff you went. We all been there.
That was a tremendous excess gas buildup that culminated in a beautiful expulsion.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess you were talking shit on my stream then, huh?
Well, I mean, it did giving you an uptick in viewers. What can I say?
You know, it did go up. I'm kind of worried now because the viewers it brings in.
If this ain't a fucking barbecue, I don't know what is, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, later on we'll be lighting farts.
Yeah.
Stay for the after party.
In my country, they call that a blue dart.
What?
Oh yeah. You ever
You
see
get more
Jackass? KJ, this is why I asked you earlier. Are you sure you want to move here?
Bro, listen, man, you need to invite more black people to this barbecue, man. I'm out here.
That's the funny thing is that most of my friends are black. This is my only time I get to interact with the whiteys. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't mind, but goddamn.
No.
Out here farting close to the food? Jesus.
Carlito says it's only good to eat mayonnaise once a week. Yes, he cannot consume mayonnaise only once a week.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
I did not say that. That's Jared putting words in my mouth. Total conjecture, fake news.
That's better than. No, Carlito, you gotta stop. You'll get me canceled up in here.
Oh my!
Cannot set me up with the easy ones like that. Stop.
So what's the verdict? Are we confident that Chelsea's actually gonna do something with this appointment, or
I don't.
are we
AJ,
just
I
no
don't.
hope?
I mean, what do you think, bro? Your guess is as good as ours.
Bro, honestly, I'm just happy that Frank's here because I'm gonna win our Champions League bet, boy.
See, this is the thing. This is why I'm telling KJ he needs to give me as many fucking designs. Which, by the way, brilliant. I've shown this to some people. I've showed this to Jared.
Yeah,
KJ, you're incredible, dude.
yeah, dude.
Incredible.
You got
I
that.
love you, buddy. No. There's some shit you're coming up with, and you and I talk about the three wise men thing. I mean, dog. But I'll tell you what, it better be fucking incredible because if I lose this bet, I'll get my money's worth. God damn
Bro,
it,
you
KJ.
lose this bet. I'm Frank Lampard in for life. You
Oh,
can
I
do
don't
no
know
wrong
what
with
I know
lies.
what the bet is.
There has never been a bet I haven't paid, and I learned this from my father. My father, he had owed somebody $100, and he never got in touch with the guy again. This was in the 80s, and he learned that the guy died. Went to the guy's funeral and gave the $100 to his wife. So you trust me when I say I always pay my bets. But
I even forgot about this.
Give me the best fucking artwork ever, man. Because this
Bro,
is an expensive bid.
I definitely will. But hold on,
Of course.
Serena, what design was that? I forgot about that. You have to remind me, man, bro. Message me in the DMs. Remind me about that.
Which one's
Slide into his DMs is what he's trying to say.
Hey, whoa. There's only one type of person that can slide in my DM, and if you don't got double D's, then stay out of it.
Rip me off.
I told you that in private. I told you that in private.
Hey, Jared, I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
Like,
Yes,
we're talking about obviously the verdict. I don't think he's going to be permanent. I think it's just a morale booster for the club and supporters and the fans. And to be honest, I don't see us doing anything. I don't see us winning the Champions League. I don't see us doing anything anyway. I just think, for me, this year for me has probably been the worst Chelsea year for a long time in just the performance off and on the field. But I truly feel at the moment, I hate to say it, but we're the laughing stock in the Premier League.
What?
I thought that was West Ham.
Yeah,
No.
it's West Ham, definitely.
How can you say it when look at how we're getting run and the way we're being run and all that, and just how can you not say that? I personally feel that we're the laughing stock in the Premier League.
Wayne, because Liverpool is a team that exists as well.
Yeah, this West Ham is going to get relegated, maybe. And look at look at the talent on that team. Apparently, they got the best DM in the world, from what I've understood. They might get relegated, so we're not getting relegated. Look, we've had a lot of things happen in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
This ownership hadn't even been here for a year. Their backroom staff flaked on them in the summertime, so they had to do all the transfers. They had a manager that didn't buy in, had to replace him. The manager they replaced him with was supposed to be England's best manager ever. Shit the bed. Plus, everybody and their grandmother's been injured this year. So what do you think is going to happen?
Literally everything bad that could have happened to us. So if people are laughing at us, it's only because they just hate Chelsea in general.
Oh, I get that. It's just saying how I just look at it as, I know we've always had high standards, but I also know, I know that it's going to take time, and I know he is getting Todd Bowley, and the other guy will end up making Chelsea a better side in the long run. But at the short run at the moment, we just don't look that we know what we're doing on and off the field, and just the attitude of some of the players, the way we play, they play and stuff like that. That's how I feel, and it's just frustrating me at the moment as a fan, just watching it. It's becoming It's not like I'm not going to sit here and say I will watch it and turn Chelsea off. Not like that. But I'm watching it and I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking, why am I watching this? I shouldn't be doing this, but I still watch it because it's my club, it's my heart, it's my soul. Do you get what I mean?
No, I look, I get you, but I think a lot of, and I'm not saying this to you, Wayne, because I can't know how you formulate your opinions. Okay, and I want to give you more credit than what I'm about to say. So please don't be offended by this because I'm not talking about you. A lot of people let what they read and hear dictate how they feel about something.
Exactly.
And the overwhelming majority of not Chelsea people, okay, that you hear and see on YouTube, you read on Twitter, have no idea what's going on in this club. Okay, a lot of them are so focused on their club, they just literally see something that they think that they can make somebody feel bad about, and they're gonna tweet it out. Also, if it's journalists, they are gonna put the most salacious and sensational headlines on stuff because that's what gets the clicks. Okay, they all do it, and you have to have an attention grabbing headline. So when they say, "Oh, Chelsea's in turmoil" or "Chelsea's doing this," these men, Todd Bowley and Egbali are going to make the final decision. I don't know any owners of any company when they're trying to employ somebody at the highest level position, which a manager is. It is the number one position between the rest of the club and the players. So it's a very high level position within the club. They're always going to meet the owners. They're always going to want to interview them. They're always going to want to know that everybody's in the same, in on the same level and on the same page. So for them to be the final yes on the hire, right? Because the person that gets there is going to go through all the other steps and be approved upon along the way. So all they're waiting for is the final okay from the co-owners, who they say the co-owners are. Okay, so it's not that deep. I don't like the Lampard hire, but we all wanted Potter fired, and I wanted him fired after the first Dortmund game. But I think it was a poor choice of Lampard. I understand why they did it. I just hope it doesn't backfire on them. But I understand I understand the motivations behind it. I can separate logic from emotion. I can turn emotion off. I've done it my whole life. I have the knack to do it. So I can talk about a subject completely logical, devoid of emotion. And when you do that, you understand that there is logic behind the hiring of Frank Lampard. I just think the downside is way too great. That's my personal opinion.
Mine too.
I respect that. I'm glad you said it because that to me you sound like that. I truly understand and get what you're saying, and I do actually believe a lot of what you said as well. It's just I've been watching Chelsea, like I said, 31 years now, and this is the first time I've actually watched Chelsea and just feel like, what am I doing? And for me, that is a big feel factor for me. But I get what you're saying as well. I truly do understand.
Yeah, and I've been watching players as of late. That when things aren't going right, I focus on some of the players in the team, like watching Enzo play. I don't care if we win or losing. Enzo plays beautiful football, and it's worth the watch just to watch him. Chilwell of late has been fun to watch. Even RJ,
probably our best player, right?
Yeah,
Chilwell.
Yeah, and Enzo, I always throw Enzo in there because the dude is just always there. 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to see what this team looked like without Enzo in the team. I think we saw it for 20 minutes in a game, but other than that, Enzo's been in the team.
Jared, can I say one thing?
Sure.
I think I missed what Wayne said, but I get the gist of it. Side note, Mike Douglas can confirm Carlito pays his debts. Yeah, you goddamn right I do. Thank you, Mike D. Love you, buddy. By the way, Mike, you need to come back on the Worldwide Chelsea podcast, buddy. I want to chat with you. You meet Jared, Matty J. But no, look, my whole thing with Lampard is that I feel as though if he's only here for 6 weeks, it's a destabilizing force for the future of certain players. And he doesn't have the authority to be a destabilizing force because he's short term. And yet all of a sudden he doesn't like João Felix. Well, we want to sign João Felix long term. All of a sudden he doesn't like Marco Correa. Well, Marco Correa signed a long-term contract. We paid a lot of money for him. Okay. This to me is a very disruptive and inconsiderate hire. And I'm really, really concerned that he's going to come in and try to make this the Lampard show, the Lampard fucking movement, when it's not his call. It's not his team. He's a caretaker, nothing more. I mean, he's Jack Nicholson in The Shining. He's a caretaker. He's nothing more. He doesn't get to make these big decisions. And yet, I don't know what he's going to say to these players. I don't know what he's going to make these players feel. And then all of a sudden, these players are apprehensive or destabilized or insecure about their futures. And a new manager comes in and has to rework the entire psychology of the relationship between the players and the club. I don't like that at all. It's a stupid hire. It's a stupid hire. Number one, because he's not a good coach. And number two, because he's such a force of personality. He's so important to the
He's not a force of personality. He's a cult of personality.
He's he's Mao. Like he is a god in this club, and it allows him to do things that others can't. And he's just a caretaker. And you don't bring someone like this back in if it's just for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because there's so many detrimental effects that happen when you do this.
Yeah.
It's a stupid way to operate a business that you want to be functional, because this screams of dysfunction.
Yeah, so when it's like if you have an upset stomach, you don't go out and eat spicy food, right?
Yeah. We just gave you a fucking habanero burrito, bro.
Yeah, you eat saltines. You have a cracker. So who's a bigger cracker than Sam Allardyce? He will soothe everybody's tongue.
That is a mad statement.
By the way, Sam Allardyce has got even more charisma than almost Jose Mourinho. I love Big Sam.
Big Sam is who they should have brought in.
Really?
Let's be very clear. He was given the England
Big
job.
Sam?
Big Sam.
You want someone that bits on football teams to run the club?
No, what I'm saying is like he wasn't. It's not like he's a bad manager. He was given the England job.
Yeah, until he started betting on teams.
I can't speak for the
he'd be good.
Dude, I can't speak for the disreputable behavior of men. I can't. But he was given the England job. Let's be very clear about that.
You'd be a perfect coach for Ivan Toney then.
dude, KJ, that just reminds me of the Chappelle skit. You replaced Ashley Larry and Felix Johnston, and you put in place Ivan Toney and fucking Sam Allardyce. Like, all right, let's go again. Let's spin it again. Let's go.
Oh my god!
I can see that scare right now. He's like, come on, Ivan, one more. Let's go. Here we go. $50.
You really want someone that's gonna bet 100,000 on Chelsea losing the Champions League to run out?
No, that's not really what happened. It was more along the disruptive lines of like a Don Review when he got the England job too, and he was fired for it. Yeah.
Look, what I'm saying is, you just bring in somebody who's going to do the job, not be a big personality, not just scorch people in the locker room. That's what I'm saying. A saltine, a cracker, something to soothe your stomach. That's all you wanted. And you just threw a chili pepper down everybody's throat. That's what it is. Go ahead, Wayne. Sorry to cut you off.
I was going to say there's others that you could have come in, like Gus Poyet, Ruud Gullit. There's other Chelsea legends whose manageable skills that could come in easily and do the job as well.
Yeah.
My whole argument is, if he does do the job, then You know,
I mean, yeah,
and
AJ,
if
aren't
the
you
Bills
worried
win-
about that?
I'm not worried about that because I believe the board when they say they're not going to keep him on further.
No, but if you throw that wrench into the argument, I don't know how strong the constitution is of the decision makers to be like, I'm not going to fall for this con man, because he's conned his way into managerial jobs. Again, this is not a good manager. Lampard, again, everybody please understand. The player is a god, but this is not the player. This is the coach. It's a different thing. Frank Lampard, I wish that I could make Frank Lampard 27 years old again, because I would start him, and we may actually have a chance against Real Madrid because he was just that good. That good. Frank Lampard, his effect on not just the English game, but English society is everlasting. But it's not the player, it's the coach.
You know, I'm saying about that. Honest to God, if you can, I can imagine him playing with Enzo. It'd be like him and Makelele again.
I mean, it'd be ridiculous because that's how good Lampard was. Like, everybody that's listening, like, you have to understand this. Even if you didn't get the pleasure of watching him, oh my God, he was like Zidane, like different style, but he was like the effect that Zidane had on his club teams. He was that good, but scored more goals, way more goals.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yeah. We don't need John Terry.
No, we
anywhere near
don't. No, John
the
Terry
first
was not.
team.
John Terry was a
No,
legendary player. John Terry is not a good person. He has proven that by his countless misdeeds.
Yeah. You don't, you know, that's again, it's like going to a fire and pouring gasoline on it. You don't
Can't
do
do
that.
it. Can't do it. This guy was asking lay people $10,000 to be given tours of Stamford Bridge. You know, unofficial tours of Stamford Bridge. Like, dude, are you serious? What are you doing? What
Yeah,
is that? That's extortion. And it was unsanctioned. Like, no one gave you that permission. What? Because you were the president of the women's team? That gives you the chance to what? Extort people out of money? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on.
Or was it because of his position as president of the pitch owners? Wasn't he president of the pitch owners at one point?
He was president of the women's team.
Oh, he wasn't the president of the pitch owners.
I don't think that would be possible. Wayne?
Say again, sorry.
So
JT.
John Terry was the president of Chelsea. They were at the time Chelsea Ladies, not called Chelsea Women's. But no, he wasn't the president of pitch owners. That's not.
No,
Was
he was a supporter of them, as I know. But that was only his early days. But not. He's got nothing to do with them now, I don't think.
Well, the CPO was not related. He had to give up something to come back to Chelsea. I remember it when he came back in to the coaching staff. He had to remove himself from a board of something.
Probably.
So I don't remember. Again,
or something, you know.
I can't remember the specifics. I thought that was the CPO. Again, it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to be anywhere near the first team.
No.
And, again, we can talk to her blue in her face, but Lampard's here now. And God save us all.
Ashley Cole's here.
Yeah, Ashley Cole's there. That's nice.
The one thing about Ashley Cole, everybody needs to understand, when we illegally bought him from Arsenal, and we tapped up him like nobody's business. We bought the best left back in the world, and he became, in my opinion, the best left back in history under Chelsea. This is an unbelievable player with a pedigree that I actually think is even better than John Terry's. I actually think Ashley Cole was a better player, not a better leader, but a better player. And I love Ashley Cole being back because that only means that his conversations are going to be with Ben Chilwell, Marco Correa, Lewis Hall, and he's just gonna grill them, and he's gonna teach them, and they're gonna listen. Because if you can't listen to Ashley Cole, who are you gonna listen to? I love that.
Oh,
I have nothing bad to say about Ashley Cole.
Whoa.
Say that one more time.
Hold on. We got to stop here for a second because I just saw something on I don't even know if this is true. But if it is, holy days.
What?
I'm going to send it to you. It's a release of Epstein Island Visitors. And there's a Chelsea player on that.
Jared,
There's not.
There is.
there is, but come on.
Wow. I guess we won't mention who it was, but that's okay.
I don't want to
That's
go
kind
there.
of, that's kind of shocking.
I know what you're talking about. I don't want to go there. Can we move on?
We can.
days. I'm looking at it now.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. So
moving forward. What's up, Bobby? Big up to you. I don't know what else we want to get into tonight. Is there any topics that anybody's bursting at the seam to talk about?
This Island Visitors list is strictly Democrats. That is not the comprehensive list.
No, I'm not. I don't care who
That
else
is
on
a
the
very
list. I was looking
selective
at
list.
one name. I was looking at one name on the list.
Hmm?
Go to the C's.
Oh, I know.
That's all I was talking about. I don't care who else was on there.
Yeah, list of Democrats. Give me the Republican list. Is 50 times longer. All right, moving on.
Again, it was about the Chelsea player because we're a Chelsea string. But hopefully that's not true because that's not
No,
good.
it's not true. This is a fake list. Jared.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I saw it. That's why I sent it to you.
Callum Hudson-Odoi was not at Epstein Island. Jesus Christ. Come on.
Why would he? But why would somebody put him on that list?
Jeez, I don't know why anybody would make a fake list in the age of QAnon. I don't know.
All I'm saying is, why would that name be on there? Nobody knows who he is.
Because it's hilarious.
Is it?
No,
Is
it's because it's so incomprehensible. Like, that's the point.
Okay. So anyway, moving forward, is there anything else y'all want to talk about tonight?
Hold on. I actually do have something.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here. So, as per what
Oh my God.
he can't take the place of Wasi Fofana. And one of the reasons why I say that is because, and I've talked to KJ about this a lot actually, early on. I think Wesley Fofana was a player I would have paid 10 more million for. I think Wesley Fofana is already one of the best defenders in the world. I think we scouted him the same way that Leicester scouted him. It's why Leicester valued him so highly. Is because we now see what the scouts saw. And that is that this player is not only fearless, like there was a shot Liverpool had really late in the game. The Fofana was just like, I'm going to stick my entire body in front of this, and I'm in the box. And he still blocked it. Fofana is an unbelievable player. And I have to absolutely give him props. But I don't think he would accept them because I think he already knew how good he was because he carries himself that way. And it's not arrogance. It's confidence and it's leadership. He speaks with Reece James. He organizes shit. And I just have to give him so much credit for living up to the price tag, which is a very daunting one. And then I look at the player and I'm like, fuck, this guy's so good. He's so good. So when we're playing against Vinicius Jr., and it's Reece James on one side, vertically one side, and then you got Fofana on the other. And this is not going to do anything. And this was last year. We had this unbelievable game against Vinicius with RLC and Reece playing out of position. Now you got Fofana, who's better at right center back than Reece James would ever be. Fofana's way taller, way lankier, could cover way more ground, and is a better athlete than Reece James. And then you have Reece James playing in his natural position. No, dude, I'm sorry, but Vinicius is not going to do anything. Not against that dude. And I have to give a lot of props to Fofana because I would say I'm impressed, but I expected this, and I'm still even more impressed than I thought I was going to be because this player is just fucking great. KG, what do you think? Because you and I are watching the same player, and I'm like, oh my God, if we had him the whole year, if he actually played his whole contract year, oh my God, we would be in a different position.
I don't know if we'd be in a dramatically different position, but we
No, I'm talking
definitely
about domestically.
Oh, domestically, yeah. It's a tricky one, but I will agree in saying he's definitely 10 times a player Aspilicueta is right now, currently. He's definitely probably I would argue say top 5 in the world at his position and what he does. I think he offers versatility we haven't seen in a long time. I mean, we've seen it with Reece James, but just in terms
they're different athletes, though.
Different athletes, but crazy versatile. And you know what? I appreciate someone that works hard in defense. I've always said this, which is why I love Thiago Silva. I appreciate someone that will actually not just defend, but actively make it a point to always be on his man, recover the ball, make sure that he's distributing properly. You know, just the qualities a defender should have. Not fucking David Luiz clearing the ball and hoping it lands to the next Chelsea player. But point being, I do think we're in a dangerous position where we are going to prioritize experience more than who we have right now, which is why I can agree in saying we shouldn't start Aspie as much as we should. And I hope Lampard is educated enough to know that with the investment we made, we can't stifle these players' development because he's at that age where you kind of need to play him a whole lot more. And because he hasn't had a lot of minutes this season, he could have an awful season. Depending on how the season plays out and depending on how preseason goes, he could diminish in quality. So I agree, man. We got to do whatever it takes to start him. I think currently at the club, probably the best. Yeah. Probably the best in his position.
Oh, yeah, right center back or just center back.
Dude, center back.
I'm talking both. I'm talking fucking both.
Right center back? Yeah, I mean,
no, I'm talking about in a back 3 or a back 4. Fofana is outstanding.
I actually
I don't care which formation you play. If he doesn't play, you're betraying this team. Because it's not just his play, it's his attitude, KJ. It's his attitude. Saying. This is such a serious guy. This is a Muslim guy. And if you know anything about Muslim players, super focused. Now, I'm not trying to stereotype, but they're super focused by nature. Their religion, the way they brought up, like they're just focused people, dude. They're serious people. That's what I'm saying. Fofana, for all the smiles and all the joking, no. When you get between those lines, Wesley Fofana is serious as fuck. And I just trust him, KJ, because I know, and I'm sure you do too, that he wants to be great. He wants to not just be great, he wants to be Virgil van Dijk or better. He wants to be the best. And that focus, that serious, I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to do drugs, I'm not going to party, I am here for my job. That type of attitude, dude, I just can't help but respect it. Because I was a good player, and I did all that shit. And it diminished my later career as a player. Fofana's not going to do any of that stuff because he's too focused. And I just love it, man. I love it. So.
Yeah. But you know me. I respect SB too much, man.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I respect him, bro. That's my captain.
Hey, until Fofana's the captain.
He wishes.
I wish. KG, I wish.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about Vinny at all.
Yeah,
because he's gonna have to go get past Reece James and Wesley Fofana.
Yeah,
good luck with that.
Does anyone know about Silva when he'll be back?
Hold on.
The 16th of April.
Hold on. This guy says Fofana's most surprising trait is his pace. That's one of his defining traits. Fofana's fast as hell. But it's not his best trait. It's certainly not his best. His best trait's his anticipatory nature and his fearlessness without being reckless. Like his timing of his tackles is great.
Oh, yeah. And look, speed erases a lot of sins.
Sure.
So
But he's got a lot more than just speed. I don't want him to be defined by speed.
no. But he has speed at it. It's like watching, I don't know, Michael Vick
Yeah.
play quarterback. Okay, you're like, oh, best dude on the team is the quarterback. Well, I would say he could keep with Mudryk in a 40.
Maybe.
He
would beat him in 100. I don't know if he'd beat him in a 40. He'd beat him in 100.
Yeah, he is really, really fast. And for that position, it's very surprising to have that type of speed.
Yeah, he's just a great player.
Yeah. But there's no doubt there. He's an amazing player, and we've got him wrapped up. We probably, we got the future French center back position. I know Arsenal fans are going to say Saliba, but Saliba can't hold a candle with Fofana.
There's no comparison. There's no comparison. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, Wesley Fofana is a different dude, and with Matty Achille, that's the French national team.
By the way, completely like KJ, everybody, Wayne, Justice, completely different personalities, which I actually like too. Benoit is reserved and, by the way, very confident in the ball, so like a sneaky, cocky guy, but doesn't show it. And then you got Wesley Fofana, who's just, confidence right out of his ass, and it's wonderful. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh my
Look
God.
at this, man.
Shanique, that beard.
This guy looks like a hobo, man.
That is luscious.
Oh, look at him. He's got some catitude. Look at him. Right
Oh, man, he's playing with cats as well.
Yo, I just want to say hello, man.
Yo, KJ.
You're always welcome, my guy.
KJ, you don't know this. Me and Sadiq, big cat guys. Big time.
You guys like cats?
Oh, we love cats.
You look like it.
Yeah, I mean, Sadiq, that beard is that's pushing the boundaries of the universe, my dude.
Come on, man. It's usually longer than this. My name's Carlito, people.
I've got a beard too, brother. Actually, unfortunately.
No, it's splendid, man. Absolutely splendid. How are you doing, my guy?
Yeah, I'm just reading, innit? I just want to say hello quickly, innit? That's all.
Well, I appreciate it.
Without using the slang that I hate in it, Sadiq, talk to me about I guess let me phrase this the right way. What are the intentions of Frank Lampard?
Listen, you know what his intentions are. If he goes on a winning streak or wins the Champions League, he wants that permanent job. You know that.
Bet your ass he does. Yeah.
And we know something like that will happen, and something like Mount will get a new contract somehow.
You really want me to jump off a high building,
because I can't deny I can't deny a third star, but what I would like is for us to win the third star, and then still hire Marcelo Gallardo.
My guy, Josh.
Your CFC fam. What was I gonna say? I think what I'm worried about also is the fans that. Obviously, you've got match-going fans that love Lampard. We know that. But I'm talking about if we go on a winning streak, people will start to say, "This is the guy. He's learned his lesson. He's coming back.
He's learned his lesson."
You're gonna hear this stuff like Ollie.
Ollie's at the wheel. We're gonna have Lampard's at the wheel. Oh,
I'm telling you now, Josh. If Josh sees Kante playing every game and Lampard starts winning every game, he's gonna say, "Yeah, bring in Lampard the wheel." That's what he's gonna say.
No. Yeah. See, that's Josh. I love Josh. Josh is mad at me for a variety of different reasons, and I don't begrudge him for any one of them. But Josh, I'm sorry if this ownership group gets duped by 11 games. Is that what it is? 11 games. So are you equating Champions League and Premier League? Okay, great. I wouldn't put it past them, dude. I wouldn't put it past them because they just hired Lampard. When we have players that we want to buy, João Felix, and it's reported that Lampard's not a fan of Felix, what if that destabilizes that buy? What if that destabilizes the fact that we want to sell Mason Mount because we have to? Okay, what if Lampard comes in and does all his Lampard shit and fucks up a lot of the psychology of our group, which I know is very low, but they also have grand aspirations for next season. What if it fucks it all up?
But yo, Josh, you never know though, man. Trust me. They said the same about United's manager, Ollie at the wheel, bro, and he went on a run.
At the wheel.
Hey, Leicester won the Premier League. Anything could happen.
Well, no, Ollie got second in the Premier League. So I mean, there's a lot of devious duping going on.
Yeah, Leicester at 5,000 to 1 won the Premier League.
God damn, who could have seen that go? By the way, they won that from their scouting. I mean, dude, they got Mahrez. Sadiq, I don't even know how little they paid for guys like Mahrez and Conte. Conte was a League 3 French player. They went out everybody, and they blew the doors off of people. It was a great season. A horrible for us.
Mahrez was under $500,000.
Yeah.
And
Jamie Vardy was in the beer league.
1.5 million.
Wasn't Jamie Vardy in the beer league?
Yeah. He was playing for Fleetwood, and they got him for Fleetwood.
Yeah.
They pay you that in free parking. That's their wages. You get free parking.
Fleetwood. That's
All the
mad.
beer you can drink. We have softball leagues like that in Texas. You go get the first base, chug a beer. Second base, chug a beer.
Sadiq, so I'm gonna put you to the fire here, my brother. Who's gonna be the triangle midfield?
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
No, it's not. You've thought about this all day. Who's it gonna be?
Gallagher.
Nah, no way. If I see Gallagher Mount,
bro, I'll stop watching football. I'm telling you now.
No, here's what I thought. So I do this in the Alex voice, right? So I think we're gonna have Mount, we're gonna have blonde Mount, and we're gonna have red Mount, and then as a coach, we're gonna have blue Mount. It's gonna be nothing but mounts. It's gonna be a cornucopia of mounts. That's what I think it's gonna be.
Oh, did I do that?
Mount FC people. We're back.
Did anyone watch Lampard's press conference?
Dude,
No.
It said it all, man. It said it all.
Bro, he said he's gonna give everyone a chance. Everyone is on a clean slate.
Oh yeah, Aubameyang as well.
So anyone could pop up in the squad.
Yeah, because of that, and because I know that owners will put some pressure on certain players that they want to sell to say, hey, don't give him this opportunity. What are they going to say to Lampard, dude, who just comes in like a bull in a china shop and just says, I'm going to wreck everything and do whatever I want?
They're not going to say anything. Or he's going to do it anyway.
We want to sell Mount? Well, I'm going to try and regalvanize his career because I think he wants to mirror my career and I want him to stay and I have a personal agenda to make sure that Mason Mount stays. What about that, Sadiq? Seriously. You don't think he thinks about that? While he's been fired by Everton, you don't think he thinks about that? Trying to save Mason Mount?
Well, he came in and he spoke about Mount straight, saying how important he is.
Immediately. He said, Mason Mount is a massive player for Chelsea. But I can't talk about his contract. But Mason Mount is a massive player.
They asked him about Mounts. He didn't do it out of his own accord.
Oh, you sure he didn't slip a white piece of paper that says, ask me about Mount?
You guys are big haters, man.
You sure wasn't a brown envelope.
I can guarantee you Minerals is excited right now.
Dude, Frank Lampard was about to be a brown envelope. He was going to call the Real Madrid game. Not coach it. He was going to call it as a pundit.
Yeah, it's messed up, man.
This stinks. This stinks of high heaven, and it stinks of very fickle mismanagement.
What if he doesn't start Mount? Is that a bigger thing?
No. The KJ, what will it speak?
Personally, I don't want him to start Mount.
You said it would speak volumes.
Look, honestly, I can't form an opinion. I need to see his tactical setup for the next game. Until I see that, then I'll be able to form an opinion. But as of now, I truly believe that anyone could start. Anyone could get it. Lukaku could come back and he can get it.
Jesus Christ, I can't imagine that happen.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad. He said everyone's on a clean slate, so I'm taking by his word.
Sadiq sent me this article the other day about the remontada of Romelu Lukaku. He wants a fresh start. I was like, Sadiq, not only is your paper that we want to publish on the blog full of all these errors, all these statistical errors and these, pronunciation errors, but I just can't in good conscience, promote worldwide Chelsea articles and blogs when you want to bring back Lukaku, man. And Sadiq's like, man, I insist. And I said, I
That's
can't in
Alpha's
good
guy,
conscience. And then I sent it to Matt J. Ball, and Matt J. Ball said Sadiq was a fraud. So there you go.
That's the biggest fraud, fam. You and Alfred want Lukaku back, bro. Don't forget, man.
Because that's what I said. No, but Sadiq was like, man, I insist upon Lukaku, bro.
Nah, bro, that guy stinks.
No, hey, Sadiq, let's be very clear. And I'm going to put you on the spot here. Normally I wouldn't, but since I love you, have you not said that you want Mason Mount out?
Those exact words I do not recall.
Did you just pull the Lil Wayne on me? That Justin Bieber, you just Biebered me, bro.
Those exact words I do not recall, but what I
You
do
just
recall,
Biebered me, bro.
what I do recall is I've been tweeting Mason Mount recently.
Yeah, you've been saying, oh, resurrection, remontada. Let's go,
Chelsea
man.
Fan TV as well. Chelsea Fan TV tweeting it as well.
But when you look
Oh,
at,
I saw that.
Sorry, Khalid. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my days.
It's
This
your guys'
guy with
fault,
his
man.
phone.
It's your guys' fault. But I'll say this: when you have a board of investors that have invested billions in players, there's no way in hell, in their objectives to Lampard, they've told him, you can just drop these new recruits, these signings, our top talent. There's no way they've told him that. If he does, then I'm Lampard out. I mean, I am Lampard out now, but like,
You're Lampard out?
No.
dude, I was never Lampard in.
No, see, the thing is, in the last 24 hours, Sadiq's learned a new language called Spanish. And he's been saying to himself, quiero que Mason sea el capitán de mi equipo de fútbol. He wants Mason Mount to be the captain of my football team.
Yeah, you got to deep it. Mason Mount could be captain next season.
Quiero que Mason sea el capitán de mi equipo de fútbol. This is what he wants. He's a Mount fan.
Do you think Chelsea's going to treat Mount the same way they PSG treat Mbappe?
No.
No, not to that extent. Mbappe came out with a statement recently as well.
Well, Mbappe's better. Straight up.
You sure?
You say that, Jared, but this is a PR desperation move to bring in the worst manager of the last 5 years in the Premier League and say, hey, take our $600 million investment on top of the $4.5 billion investment we just made and say, make shit out of shit soup. So just coagulate the shit soup and make it solid shit, because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's not going to do anything else. He's not a good manager. And
No,
yet,
I get that.
Carlito, nice name. Carlito, nice name, by the way.
Yeah, agency hotcakes, bro. Yeah. Shout out to Darko. Darko.
I gotta play my own devil's advocate here. What if their thought was, well, at least I can go to the games in peace because it's Lampard in charge?
Yeah, 100%. I can assure you that right now. Remember, these guys said if Lampard came 16th, they do not care as long as he's manager. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's the fans. The fans say that.
Because if you don't go to the games, if you don't go to the games, you don't get it. That's what they say. If you don't go to the games, you don't get it. I see so many people mocking international fans when Lampard was appointed.
So let me
no
ask
one
you a question.
said anything.
If American fans that are not regionally allowed to go to these games, if they are not allowed to be Chelsea fans, then what am I to tell British people? You're now not allowed to cheer or watch American sports, because there goes baseball, there goes American football, okay? There goes basketball.
Well, we're going to say, well, you could be speaking Russian.
Oh, no. By the way,
Go real far back.
who really invented football? Who invented association football? Actually, there was Chinese. It was Chinese. So you can't even claim that. It was China. It was China that invented football. So now, what are you really left with? If all you're going to say is that the match-going fans are the only people that are allowed to have positions about this team. They're the only people that are allowed to have opinions about this team. Well, then you're really, really putting yourself into a corner when you really didn't even invent this game.
Yeah, I believe the Mayans had a game. For this,
Cujo, Cugo, China. They invented soccer a long time ago.
Okay, well, I am trying to deep some story here.
Sadiq, but you need Sadiq. You need to explain to me, Sadiq, why fans feel as though it doesn't matter if we win or lose as long as Lampard is the manager. Because to me, that seems not just defeatist, but regressive. Hello, Kitty.
Oh, these look. Maybe not all. Maybe not all match-going fans are like that. But from what I've seen on social media, they just feel that because they invest money and merch and all that bullcrap, that they have more value than a fan that's abroad that cannot go to a game.
So is that Rory?
No, Rory doesn't even go to games anymore. That guy is so rich, he doesn't go to. He works in Hollywood, by the way.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
He doesn't live there.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. That guy's clear. Like, let me tell you something
By
about Rory.
the way, don't hate on him for his success.
Don't hate. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you this now.
Do not.
He does it. I've got people telling me that work close with him that he just says it on purpose so everyone talks about it. Like the Modric PL signing, he did it on purpose.
By the way,
Haaland, he doesn't believe it.
Sadiq, he's had connections in Hollywood for years. He
has
a long time ago.
He has. He's got connections. Trust me. He's got money.
He was a child star. So all those people that now notice that he's popular, I mean, they've obviously reached back out to him. Because he wasn't an actor in his 20s, but prior to that, he definitely was.
Yeah, he was on the UK.
He was on EastEnders.
Yeah, he was in EastEnders. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember now.
I know.
It's just he knows exactly how to do it and how to get everyone to buy it. That's the best bit about it.
He says, Thomas Tuchel. So why are we hiring Thomas Tuchel? And we just sacked Frank Lampard. Why are we hiring Thomas Tuchel? What is going on here? That's exactly how he speaks. And that's how he does it. And that's fine because people love it. Me, I'm indifferent. I don't disrespect the hustle. But I remember when he was doing shit with Sophie with the big boobs. It was like CFP TV. That's what it was about 4 or 5 years ago. Back when Louis Beneventi and Lawrence and Lewis were doing 100% Chelsea. I watched all that shit.
The good days.
I actually really liked it. By the way,
No, man, I'm not gonna play bills.
dude, my favorite on 100% Chelsea, it was Lawrence. 100% it was Lawrence.
For me, it was Louis.
For me, it was watching.
They don't feel the same, Sadiq. They don't feel the same.
For me, it was watching Lewis trying not to stare at Sophie's boobs when they were doing that.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, Dad.
No.
You can always see it
whole time.
No, when it was cross-promotional, Don Robbie tried not to stare at Sophie's boobs, bro. Come on.
Oh, you love funny, man.
And just be like, a yang.
Well, gentlemen, it is 7:20 here.
Hey, can I at least thank Sadiq for coming on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have at it.
I just want to say hello, man. I mean, look, I've not been on. I need to come on more often.
Yeah, we're
You're
just
always
here in the
welcome.
chat,
We know that. We still got to do our solo stream.
Ah, yes.
We got to do that too. So I haven't forgotten. Let me get moved and get my life back in order, and we'll definitely get that done.
And Jared, if you don't mind, Jared, can you me and Sadiq chat after this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Well, gentlemen, we're going to end it there. Apparently, a lot of people have had enough of our off-kilter humor tonight.
I just seen that comment. Yeah.
We're gonna turn it in. Y'all have a blessed night, and up to Chelsea tomorrow.
Chelsea.